Well, I'm going to take the next one solo because I know you didn't get a chance to see this film.
All right.
The film is called Marmalade. Marmalade, in the story, recently incarcerated Baron strikes up a friendship with his new cellmate, a man with a history of prison breaks. As they hatch a plan to escape, Baron recalls how he met the love of his life and how they came up with a scheme to rob a bank. This romantic heist film is written and directed by Keir O'Donnell in his directorial feature film debut. It stars Joe Keery, Camilla Morone, and Aldous Hodge. Right? Now, Marmalade. Joe Keery, of course, plays Baron, who, as we see at the outset of the film, Charles, is entering into jail, and he's in a cell with this brother, this big, huge dude, played by Aldous Hodge. And Hodge is like, hey, man, entertain me. Tell me a story. And he goes, yeah, man, I can tell you a story about my girl, Marmalade. And, the thing that's interesting about it is that as he's recalling this story, Charles, we see what he is articulating is visually shown to us. And then there are times that, like, he'll go on a bender in the story, and you'll see Aldous Hodge in the cell we'll be back in the cell, and he'll go, hey, man, what's up with all that, man? Just give me the story. You're just doing too much right now. So the story as it's laid out is that he is this quiet kid who lives in some unnamed southern town, and this exciting young woman played by Morone named Marmalade shows up, and the two of them get into this relationship where she introduces him to the idea that we should rob banks. They go out and learn how to shoot together. And all of this action is driven by the actions of this exciting young woman. And so, not to spoil too much, because this is a really intricate story that has lots of twists and turns. His cellmate, who is Aldous Hodge, is not who you think he is, or nor who Baron thinks he is. And then ultimately we find out that the cellmate finds out that Baron is not who we think he is. So, and I'm gonna leave it right there. And this film, I believe, plays better at home than it may play in a theater, right? Not to say that it wouldn't play in a theater, but it's perfect at home, right? This is a great movie to watch at home. I was like, Marmalade, I mean, is it the greatest movie ever? No. Is it entertaining to watch for a couple hours? Sure it is. If you were paying for a streaming service at home and it was a part of the package, is it worth it? Sure. But would it play well in the theater? Maybe. Maybe. So if I had to give this thing a grade, man, if there was a grade between a B- and a C+, it would be right there. But for the purposes of this conversation, I would go to a B-, man. But yeah, man, Marmalade I thought was good, clean fun. It worked.